answering
Good
it. I was
night,
like,
CO.
oh.
Oh, good night, CO.
Good night,
No, I was
CO.
muted, so it's like,
Night,
oh.
CO.
I was about to say, if I really didn't hear you and you were saying good night, now I think I am going crazy.
No,
There's
I
two
was
people
muted. I was
destroying
like,
Leroy.
why aren't they saying good night back?
Good
It's me that
night.
was being dumb.
Good
Good
night.
night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Who was that?
Okay, Leroy.
You're back, Leroy. How does it feel to be back?
But two people destroyed him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, do you feel
Larkin's not
destroyed?
here. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Get destroyed.
Imagine that. It just forgets that you're actually Leroy and Larkin's actually Larkin. Just mixes you
I
up.
actually do that a lot. So when people like say Leroy a lot, I just like tune that out.
Look at all those people.
At this point, it's becoming hard to distinguish you two. You're both Mimi at this point. Holy shit. Hi, Malls. Thank you for the raid. What's up? How you doing? Welcome in. Oh, man, these tattoos are starting to itch. Maybe I do complain a lot. Oh, man. All right. I don't know what to play. Let's see what we got.
I know what you should play.
What? If you say Atlas or Ark, I will ban you.
I was gonna say fucking Battleship, but sure.
That's not what you were going to say. That's
Like
definitely
the
not.
physical game?
The Battleship
Leroy?
game.
Like
Speaking of
Battleship? Like
Ark.
the physical Battleship game? Yeah, what's up?
You were
Fucking
referring
Texas
to
seems really
Atlas. You were going to do an Atlas
No,
meme. You were
I
gonna,
wasn't.
You were
I was
absolutely
actually-
going to be like,
Hey, no, I was not going to say Atlas. I swear on my fucking life. I was gonna say Minesweeper, but you said Atlas, so it just made me say Battleship. You fucking asshole. God damn.
So you
uh,
want to play Minesweeper?
do I have Minesweeper?
God damn it.
I still don't understand how Minesweeper works.
You don't know Minesweeper?
Yeah, I've never really played it. I don't have it on my
Guy.
computer.
What is wrong with you?
All right. Good night, Maul. Thank you so much for the raid.
What
Like,
are
where would you
Enjoy your
download
food.
it anyways?
I think you actually have to pay for it now on Microsoft Store. It no longer comes free with your computer.
Yikes.
We were privileged.
Wait, it doesn't? That's bullshit.
You can play Minesweeper online. That's for.
Mm-hmm. Google has a version apparently, but it's not the same. It's just not the same
Well, that
nostalgia.
changes
It's not
everything
the
if you
same,
actually have to pay
Professor.
for
It's just not the
Minesweeper.
same. But it's true. It's not the same. It's like playing Minecraft on your Xbox 360 versus playing Minecraft on your PC.
It's like playing Minecraft back in the beta days on the computers
I've
in
never
school.
played Minecraft.
Shut up. Have you actually never played Minecraft?
Yeah, I've never played Minecraft.
I don't believe you.
Mm,
I haven't.
I've like.
I really actually want to double check that and see if that's true, because part of me
I've,
actually
like,
thinks it is.
logged on to Minecraft twice.
One of your
but I've never
tattoos is
played it.
peeling.
I don't own it.
Oh no. They said this was permanent ink. Liars. Okay, well, it's the last time I go through them.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? Oh, jeez. I forgot that I posted a video of me dancing as Colonel Sanders. In my Gilded. We got to start using Gilded a little more and more. I'm getting tired
Maybe
of
we should go
Discord.
use Gilded right now. I heard it's really cool.
Same.
Yeah, it's a little annoying. I've been trying to just basic stuff annoys me on Discord now. I'm trying to upload pictures or videos, and it's like, well, I mean, if you pay for Nitro, then you'd be able to do it, but since you're not, you can't. It's like just
Am
basic
I still
stuff.
banned from
Did you-
Discord?
I think you are.
Import everything from Discord. Oh fuck, they're spinning the wheel.
Holy shit. Thank you so much coming in with the $20 holler. Serping, appreciate it. Get the love and hype in the chat.
The prediction.
And now we will
Will it land
spin the
on
wheel.
beans?
Either bean?
At this
Either
point,
bean.
The probability of it landing on beans is so high, I wouldn't be surprised. It hasn't landed on last dab
I
ever.
can't even predict fast enough.
And it's
It's
beans.
already gonna land. I didn't get to predict fast enough. I was typing numbers. Damn.
I get
Fire beans. Oh shit.
cayenne beans. You know, it's strange that the Carolina Reaper beans aren't as bad as the cayenne beans and the habanero beans. Ooh, Jesus Christ. They're actually like really sweet at first, and then they just, oh.
Smack you in the face.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like,
Only
oh my God.
one person put 10 points into no.
Oh my God. Well, they were smart to only put 10.
Smart.
As I wear a Discord partner shirt. Hey, look, they gave me free merch. I don't have a lot of clothes. The clothes that I do have are all free. And I like it that way. I said I'd join Gilded if they had a partner hoodie. I'd be all on board.
They also treated their partners
You're
a lot.
wearing a
He also
Discord
got that-
partner shirt,
Mm-hmm.
He also got that
and you're
shirt
not a
when
partner.
he was, yeah. I was gonna say when they treated their people right.
Yep, that was way back when. The Discord party was a lot of fun. I actually have a Hawaiian shirt from that Discord party. Maul and I were trying to leave there, and we didn't understand how the whole shirt situation worked because they made it complicated. They gave you a ticket at the entrance, but I never got a ticket, so I just ended up grabbing one off the table as I left. It was like, fuck this. I'm gonna take it anyways.
This is mine now.
I remember like darting out of that place. It was like, I hope no one saw me. I just wanted the fucking shirt. I was more excited for the shirt than I was
Hey,
for the
man, give me
party.
a t-shirt.
I'm actually running low on shirts now because I didn't go to TwitchCon.
Christ, man, they're $5 at Walmart.
I know, but I don't buy clothes. The last time I actually went shopping for clothes was a year or two ago. Nah, I didn't really get much.
Oh, did you get to go to the PO box today?
I didn't get a chance to go to the PO box today, but I will go tomorrow.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'll be able to go in the morning. I had to help my friend buy a new car. I had to drop him off, so now he's got a new set of fancy wheels. Oh. All right, let's see. We have about an hour of time left. What can kill an hour quickly? Downloading and updating Arc could do that.
It'll take the whole hour to download it.
Could always do like a watch party and like watch an episode of Top Gear or something.
Could do that. I actually like. Would you guys be able to watch that too? Do you all have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
Oh hell yeah. Mm,
Wait, what are you guys talking about watching?
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
Bottom gear.
Like good Top Gear?
Unfortunately, we can't watch good Top Gear with everyone. Apparently, it's restricted in some areas, which doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what's the show that's not Top Gear that the three of them went to?
Grand Tour.
Grand Tour. So you can't watch Grand Tour?
We can watch the Grand Tour, but we can't watch old Top Gear because they
Okay.
have some.
Because Grand Tour is Amazon, right?
Mhm. Grand Tour is Amazon, completely Amazon, which honestly, I like it, but it kind of sucks that they don't have restrictions. The cool thing with the old Top Gear was how they kept pushing the buttons to the BBC and just like doing stuff that they knew they shouldn't be doing. That's what made it
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, well, you can do anything you want. And they're like, well, can we
No,
not do anything we want? Can you
Yeah,
tell
can
us
ya-
not to
can
do
ya
something?
Put some rules down for us so we can toe the line.
Yeah, they kind of like play around with it a little bit. We're like, oh, you weren't supposed to do that. But everyone knows it's like, well, I mean, I think they can do whatever they want.
Not allowed to break the rules.
Gotta break the rules. Have you seen that new show that Tori Belleci and Richard Hammond is on?
I have not.
It's called The Great Escapists, and honestly, from an editing perspective and just the way they organized it, it's pretty awful. It is.
I thought you were
really
gonna
bad.
praise it for a second.
No,
You
it
just
is.
shut it
It
down.
is insanely bad. Like, I don't know how they ruined it that much, but they took two of the most interesting dudes, like a literal genius who can create anything, and an experienced host who is super smart, funny, witty, and actually knows what he's talking about, and they just like clip their wings and dumb down the entire season to this really weird, convoluted plot of just like a backstory that they tell while being held at some sort of prison facility while they're like retelling their entire story instead of just, doing a regular show, like a Mythbusters styled show, which is what it should have been.
Yikes.
Yeah, you should just watch it and just kind of see. Just watch one episode and see. Like, makes you want to pull your hair out, and you're like, why did they do that? They try so hard to make it like some sort of quirky, fun storytelling adventure, and it just really, it just doesn't work. Like, sucks all the fun out of it. Let's see. I don't know if I actually want to watch something for the last bit. I actually just kind of want to. We can just kind of chill out and hang. Unless. Something catches my eye.
Like Atlas.
No. I was about to say Poker Stars VR, but not everybody has
I
a VR
mean,
headset.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't be everyone.
Yeah. Oh God, no, my orca! No.
Just wipe your head and forget it was there.
Yeah. It was sweating because of the bean, and now my orca's gone.
That's
Goodbye,
been
sweet
gone for a
child.
while there, bud.
There were still remnants.
You just
It was
got
still
rid of
there.
like a tiny speck of it.
It was still
It's
with
been
me.
gone for a while.
Don't say that. It was still there.
Only been 3 years since Atlas released.
Has it really been 3 years?
You're
It's been,
kidding
like,
me.
2.
Oh my God.
You know how I can tell?
How?
It'll be when I last played.
Yeah. I should have never
True.
played again.
No, it's only been 2 years.
Oh
It's
boy.
only been 2 years because
Yeah,
I
it's
last
been
launched it
2.
January 7th, 2019. Let me find out. Hold on.
I'm looking forward to the new DLC that they're coming out with in March, maybe.
For Ark? In
Yeah,
March?
for Ark. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't heard anything about that, so something tells me it's going to be delayed.
Genesis 2.
Yep.
You should make sure you have those cool tech skins. That way you can look all fancy.
Yeah. Genesis Part 2.
Yeah, it says March 2021.
Did they add more ugly monoliths to the maps?
What's
The
that?
Arc devs said anything about it?
Nope. They haven't really said anything. So I'm just kind of
That's
waiting
terrifying.
with bated breath at this point.
What did you ask, Ace?
They added more ugly monoliths to the maps, like they
Yes,
did for
they
the.
did.
Oh, fun.
There's like they're all on extinction though. It's pretty ugly.
There's
Yeah.
no way that comes out on time.
I still can't believe they ruined the SE map.
How did they ruin Scorched?
Yeah,
There's a
Scorched Earth was
giant
really good.
corruption monolith in like the middle of the big fucking rocks in the middle of the map now.
No. Is
Yeah.
that something you can take out?
No,
What?
I'll fucking
Why would
show you
you-
it right now.
I
Why
really.
would you ever?
Oh my God. That was actually my favorite map.
Hold on a second. Let me go through my screenshot.
I haven't played that since March
It's
29th of
so
last year.
ugly.
It's almost a full year since I've had Arc installed.
Like it completely just blocks off any idea of, oh yeah, this is a cool map. You could do like old style stuff, and now there's just a big corruption monolith.
God damn it. I understand the whole corruption storyline, but leave it to the maps where that was being introduced, or they've already been incorporated. Don't change
And it
old
only
maps.
exists so you can get an ugly skin.
Yeah.
Sigh.
That was one of my favorite maps. It was one of the only maps where they just stuck to one consistent biome, which I still think they should do, even though Arc 2 is coming out.
Is it though?
Maybe.
Arc 2 confuses me. Why show a massive teaser trailer with actual characters in Vin Diesel if it's going to be another open world game?
Who knows? There could be campaign or some sort of deep tie-in
Here it
to the
is.
story. Who knows?
What the hell is that?
That's the very middle of the map, and there's just a giant corruption node on like the side of the
Okay, but that's
rocks.
not that bad.
That's pretty bad.
That wasn't as bad as
Oh.
what I was.
That doesn't
Oh.
it doesn't mess with the rest of the map though.
When you
What's
said like a
also-
giant corruption node, I thought it was like going to be
Yeah.
monolithic.
No.
I thought you were
It's
saying
still
they
pretty
like
big.
did they
That's
like
just not the
destroyed like
There's a parasite right there. You can see how big it is compared to that.
I was thinking though, the way Leroy explained it was like one of those giant element vein like events things. I was thinking that in like the center.
It's
Mhm.
kind of what it is. It's still on like the cool, iconic rocks in the center, though.
here's the thing, even if I have problems with all these games, I'm gonna end up playing them anyway for RP's sake.
Oh yeah. No, the RP is
Like-
just what makes them palatable in the first place.
People tried to get me to play Ark without RP, and I was just like, man, there's no point.
There's literally no point. What do you mean?
Playing Ark with no RP is kind of like eating a sandwich without. No, that's not a good analogy. That's a good
You just
analogy.
eat the cheese.
It's like eating a grilled cheese without the cheese.
You're like,
It's-
yeah, I mean, I like toast, but I would only want this if it had cheese in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have the option of a school lunch, and then you have the free lunch that is basically 2 slices of bread and a piece of cheese.
They didn't do that at my school.
My school always
They
had,
just told kids to starve if they didn't have money.
Seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah, we had to pay for school lunch, and if we didn't bring in money to pay for school lunch, you went without lunch. They
Yeah,
wouldn't give you anything.
Yeah.
the
Christ, that went
same
all the way
thing at
from
my school.
From my elementary school to my high school with the cheese sandwich. And
Yeah.
They told kids to starve at your school?
The East Coast doesn't fuck around. They were like, listen,
yeah.
your parents are wealthy enough to live out here, so you better bring in money for food or you're not eating.
Yeah, and high school was
Or you
basically me
ran
just never eating lunch because I was
Yep.
always too lazy or I just never woke up soon enough to pack my own lunch and I didn't have enough money to buy my own lunch.
They turned the lunch system into like a prison system. You had to put in a 4-digit ping to be able to access the ability to buy lunch.
Yep.
My school,
They assigned everyone a 4-digit ping, and we had to.
yeah, my school did that too, and during our high school years.
I believe that we had like an 8-digit code that we had to
Oh,
recite
God.
to them if we didn't have our card, though we had a card that we could swipe, but then we'd have to punch it into the numpad. And
In
it
elementary
was
school, we had
insane.
tokens. They would give us these little silver tokens, and they'd be like, you got your token for the day. If you want food, you have to hold on to that token. If you lose it, you're not eating.
That's fucked.
So
And I was like,
dumb.
1st to 4th graders? Okay, cool. See how many
My-
kids lose their tokens.
My
Steal
school, you
tokens.
just went in, told the teacher what you wanted for lunch, and she wrote it down on a list.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh,
we had a
lucky.
cafeteria. You went through a line. Whatever food was being made that day, you had to eat it. Or every single day they had the same thing. Chicken patties or a slice of really bad school pizza.
School pizza
yeah.
was
One of
always
those two if you don't want the school food for the day.
school pizza was always there every single
Yeah.
day. You could always count on school pizza. Oh yeah.
And when you're a kid, it's the bomb. Even if you have to like cover it in ranch dressing to make it edible.
I will say
We didn't
though.
have dressings at my school.
I will
Went to a
say though.
grade school, we had a full-on fucking restaurant.
Oh my god.
Lucky.
Yeah, because it was the culinary department, so they legit had a restaurant. Students weren't
actually
allowed
cool.
in the like pastry side of the restaurant, but being in IT, we wouldn't fix their shit if we weren't allowed in there. And on top of our teacher would just go in there and we'd give him money. So we just had coffee cake every day.
Oh hell yeah.
Love cake.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we did have the like punch card thing, whatever. There was like programs where if you enter a program or whatever, you got free lunches regardless. You just had to like put in your code. But yeah, there was a lot of people. It's like they don't qualify for the free things, but their parents don't give them money either. So
School mashed potatoes were great. Oh yeah, dude. I don't know. My high school stepped it up as far as the cafeteria food went. It was weird because you'd expect that from like one of the new schools that came out. Like my middle school was like a brand spanking new school, but their lunch was awful. Like I don't know how the hell it got fucked up that bad. My high school experience though was a lot better. They'd actually give you like decent portions. It was actually worth getting the food there.
My college experience was wild because my college was trying to step it up because they were like putting in dorms for the first time. So they did a massive overhaul, remodel, and add on to the main building of the school. And they went from basic cafeteria with basic foods that you could buy to like 8 restaurants with like gourmet chefs at each station. Like it
Jeez.
was wild. Like there was basically a Subway, but not Subway. Like there were people making like you could get a pizza, choose your toppings, all that sort of stuff. Like they had like a soup bar, a salad bar. Like it was crazy. Like they went overhaul with it because they were like, we have dorms and we want people to go here now, so we're gonna make everything look modern and rich and fancy.
Jeez. In my university experience, their cafeteria system was weak. Like, couldn't even compete with like the local restaurants. I just always went to the local restaurants. They were insane. Like, I was spoiled. They had so many like delicious organic vegan options. Like as far as like any campus would go, it was very liberal campus, so it had like a lot of that. Had like a lot of it's like free range, like all fresh, like farm. I believe it was called like farm to fork program that they were in, where they promised that they would buy locally. So it was a lot of local farm food that they got in. So everything was insanely good. Some of them even grew their own food there. It was expensive. I spent way too much money on their food. Like honestly, looking back at it, I probably spent as much money on food as I did my tuition for that university.
Jeez.
Yeah. But like at the same time, I was like, fuck it. I love this food, so had its perks, but kind of sucked that I just happened to have a college campus with banging restaurants all around.
Yeah, before that remodel, I think what everyone did was went across the street to there's a grocery company in Rhode Island only, I think, called Dave's Marketplace. And they have like an entire quarter of the store dedicated to like hot bar fresh food. Where you would just run across the grocery store, grab hot food, check out at the front, and just bring it back and sit in the cafeteria. Because it was 10 times better than what the cafeteria was making initially.
Yeah, our cafeteria used to make
You're
like...
spilling.
I know. At this point, I just don't care anymore. It's so cumbersome. It's not meant for drinking. It's a growler, but it's a gallon of water, so I'm taking.
Again, I thought my 1.5 liter thing was a lot, but not even close to that.
This is how much water I should be drinking a day.
Yeah, fill it at the beginning of the day. Hope it's gone by the end.
Exactly.
Chug.
Oh God.
Don't do that, you'll get water poisoning.
No, I've...
They ever pull?
Oh.
They ever pull that crap? Like science teachers pull that crap on you in middle school?
What crap?
With the ink poisoning?
Dihydrogen monoxide poisoning, which is
Oh.
basically just water. But it was a whole thing where in like 7th grade, all the science teachers were like, okay, this year we're doing a project. If you want, you can ask the students from a year ahead about it. They know about it. We're going to be delving into dihydrogen monoxide and how it can kill you. And we went into it was like a week-long thing where everyone was doing all this research on dihydrogen monoxide based on certain websites they gave us to look at. And it's just water.
Oh, man.
It was
I didn't get that one, but I heard of it. Drinking tons of water to take more breaks to run more. Dude, I never run ads on this channel. I've never ever
Yeah, Twitch
once
forces them
run
on
an
you.
ad. Twitch is just awful. I understand people who run ads on their channels. Sometimes it makes sense, but I don't know. I don't
I
see
just
a
think
point.
there's certain things because of the whole forced ads thing they do now. That like, there are certain Twitch streams that if you force an ad, you are genuinely forcing the audience to miss part of like storied content. Like when that first came out, I just imagine if we were in the middle of a very intense, very heated RP scenario and someone had 7 ads forced on them.
Yep.
Like
I
you're
don't
gonna
know, it's
miss
just not worth
3
it.
minutes of content. Good luck.
There's even been moments in the past year or so with like esports shit where it's like right at the finale, fucking an
You missed
ad
the
is
clutch,
forced.
the clutch
Yep.
win or whatever because they force ads. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
even the streamer too that has it is just so fucking pissed. Like they can't even enjoy their victory because it was just ruined.
That's what
I
you
wonder
get.
if
Not a big fan
clipping
of the
gets you
ads.
get you beyond ads. Like if you come back from a ad break and you clip immediately, will it get the content you missed while the ad was running?
Yeah,
does, yeah.
but it's like the moment.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I personally don't run ads on my channel just because I just I don't know.
Well, yeah, but don't they get forced?
I mean, people who hop in on the channel for the first time will get an ad unless they're subscribed or have an ad blocker. I have the choice to run ads on my stream whenever I want. I can do just a 90-second ad break or whatever if I decide to get up and go get some water. I'd be like, all right, guys, I'll be right back. In the meantime, watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Well, I'm
do
talking
that.
about what
but-
Kara's talking about. Twitch put out an announcement like 2 months ago that said that going forward, they're going to force ads to be run on channels if the channel owner doesn't do it themselves.
Yeah, I know. It's
Like mid-rolls,
huge.
which is such bullshit.
I know it is bull.
And they're like, don't worry, we'll put it in window-to-window mode, and they take the stream and put it just above the chat, very tiny.
I don't know if that
Yeah.
was actually something that we could opt out of. I believe a lot of backlash was had on that, and they were like, well, what if I still want to opt out of this because this is bullshit?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something.
They're like, we're
available.
not making enough money, so we're going to force ads on all the viewers.
It's like, I guess Ninja's fat contract really cost them a bit, so now they need to make it up by forcing ads on everybody.
Yeah.
True.
Wasn't Amazon like weren't they separating from Amazon too?
Well, there's talks of them separating from Amazon, like Amazon selling them.
Mm-hmm. That would be interesting, because then we wouldn't get Amazon Prime anymore, which
Right, they bring back
Ooh.
Turbo.
they bring back Turbo. That would be a big blow, because Amazon Prime is, it really does help. There are a lot of Amazon Prime subs out there. I don't know who would buy them, though. If Google buys them, oh, geez, we're done.
Well, if Google buys them, they're going to combine YouTube Gaming and Twitch.
And then that actually wouldn't be bad. You'd have a lot less DMCA problems.
That actually would be a good thing.
Yeah.
I know Turbo's still a thing. What I'm saying is they would push Turbo, whereas right now it exists, they just don't push it.
Yeah, but then they'd make Twitch all red and ugly.
Well, no, they would dissolve Twitch into YouTube Gaming the way that Mixer was dissolved into Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that, though. I just think that Twitch is completely different from YouTube, just the way everything works, and them trying to assimilate both. I don't know, it's like trying to combine oil and vinegar.
There's a lot of good stuff on on Twitch that I think YouTube would probably take. Like, there's probably some licensing right now is that they can't use it, but once they have it, maybe they'd be able to.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think YouTube really incentivizes creator content. They really just kind of focus on themselves. They've torn down a lot of great channels over the years for the sake of greed. So I don't really see it helping anybody on Twitch. I feel like it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be more ads.
These new platforms that are supposedly being made, like, I just think they're taking too long. They shouldn't have made themselves public entities that people knew about until they were ready, because the hype for them was during the DMCA beginning with like Brime or what is it, Altair?
Mhm.
Where they were like, yeah, we're going to create a new streaming platform that can be competitive and that everyone's treated right and there's no DMCA issues and blah, blah, blah. It's like they disappeared because they didn't have anything to show for their words. So now everyone's just like, okay, well, we're still stuck doing this because this is our livelihoods.
Yeah, it's a scary thing because YouTube isn't really a great fallback unless you're well established there. Growing on YouTube and making content for YouTube is far different than making content on Twitch, and even the live streams on YouTube are just not the same as like Twitch.
I haven't been able to watch someone live on YouTube before.
It's not as bad as you would think, but the chat thing is definitely my biggest gripe with
They
it. Like,
take-
chat is in such a weird place.
Yeah, they take the community away.
Yeah.
There's no community in YouTube gaming. Yes, it is live content, but the community is gone.
Yeah.
Chats are small. They move too fast. Like,
The main
Same.
way to like chat in YouTube is you have to be a member to that thing, which is the same thing as
you have to be
subscribe.
a sub. Yeah.
It would suck to actually be able to read the chat legibly. To have forced them to sub is kind of shitty.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy to think that it's gone to this point where you are wondering if it's going to go down that road. I think if Twitch literally got back to its roots, everything would be fine. But it is getting a little big and a little too big for its britches. And where it is right now is, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to go back to that main focus.
Twitch doesn't even make sense anymore. Like, even the viewer base of Twitch doesn't make sense anymore. Like, in the matter of a month, suddenly one Minecraft streamer will go from 500 followers to having 140,000 viewers concurrent and over 60,000 subscribers, and then that's it. Like, they don't even need to stream often. They're good. They stream like once a month, and they're making a living.
Yeah.
Because there's like this weird cult following now behind it all. Like, you look at Ninja. Ninja's not even doing that well on Twitch anymore.
No. It's
Like-
insane.
Sounds like that guy's living the dream.
And I say not doing well, and I'm comparing that to how he used to do, because he still pulls like 4 to 5K viewers. But it's like, he used to be on top of the world. Like 50, 60, 70K viewers every stream. Like, Shroud stays there. Shroud is still in the 20, 25,000, but like, he came back and is doing well. Ninja just like
Yeah.
down entirely.
He took a hiatus. He didn't really stay consistent on Twitch. And also, I mean, his content is really just Fortnite and other
Well,
FPSs.
yeah, and he's back to being like rage based. Like, he tried doing the kid friendly thing, and that's when he soared. But he's so, I don't know. He also keeps making statements publicly that just aren't good for an image.
Yeah. He does a lot of, not so good PR moves on his part. Where it's
I mean,
like,
yeah, he went out and was like, I'm not a role model and I will never be a role model and I'm not going to try to do anything to be a role model for anyone who watches me. If anyone learns anything from me, that's their fault, not mine. And
yeah.
it's like, man, I don't know. You're entertaining an audience. You kind of have to have an image.
Yeah. Well, the dude is well set, say that. So even
Yeah,
if
no,
he
I
isn't
mean,
doing well on Twitch,
Their
I mean,
buyouts were in the millions.
yeah, the dude's sitting on a big fat stack of cash. At this point, I don't think Ninja minds too much.
No, he could quit now and be good for the next 30 years.
Yeah. I think at this point, I don't know if I don't know. Some people are like, well, I mean, maybe it's his pride that he's not as big as he was before. I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah, I
At
don't
this
think he
point.
cares. He left because he was handed a bunch of money, and then when the thing he left for died, he was handed a bunch of money to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's got to be the
Yeah.
best case scenario, too, right? Like, you would think someone ditching Twitch to go to another platform and then that platform bombing, you would think it would be like a bad money move for them. Like, oh, shit, I fucked up. And instead, he like tripled.
He got a
His
golden
income by-
parachute.
Yeah, by bailing, he made more than he would have made had he never left in the first place.
That's because he had good lawyers who looked over the contract and said, well, here's what's going to happen. If you're not around, I'm still going to get paid what's due, because his payout was supposed to be over a certain period of time. Well, when the platform fell apart, that money that they had promised him, well, it got all paid out the instant it fell out.
Your stream still says Gardic phone, by the way. I didn't know if you wanted to change that to just chatting.
Oh, yeah.
You're a phone.
Thanks.
What? Phony.
I'm a phone? Wow.
What a big phony.
He's a phony.
You guys, he's a phony.
Not playing the piano.
Funny Family Guy.
What? Okay, so why did the Peter Griffin stuff start?
I don't know. I
I
think
would like to know this because I woke up to it.
the Peter Griffin started because one of the prompts that I got was pear P. And I was making a pear, and I was like, well, what else the hell am I supposed to do with P? And then I started thinking, and I was like, oh,
P?
Peter, because it's a pear, and Peter kind of looks like a pear. So then I started drawing Peter, and then I gave him skin color, and it was awful. And that's how it started. And then it just became a meme from there.
Good job.
And we already...
I think that's a Larkin good job, because I think that was one of the prompts where he said he fucked up and he didn't finish typing.
Yeah, I think it was either... Wait, was it Larkin or was it you, Ace?
Someone didn't finish typing, that's all I know.
There was a prompt where
It was
someone
mostly
didn't finish.
Larkin that didn't. I think I finished typing all my prompts.
Well, it happened. It's good meme.
It's a good game.
Wanna
Have you
know
played
what good meme?
have you played Scribble It?
I have heard of it. Did we play that?
I don't know
think
if
you
I
guys played it because you fucking invited me to it in like the middle of the night for no reason.
Ah, yes, I remember. Yeah, I wanted to try it out, and I was like,
I mean, it's super fun. It's basically the drawing like Scribblio or Scribble.io that people used to play, as well as what's the one that was on Jackbox? Drawful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mix of both of those. Free to play. Only one person needs to buy it to get all the content. And then the thing is, it's got like workshop stuff. So say you have like stream memes, you can make your own pack of words, have everyone or have the host get it on the community workshop, and then just have those words as part of your game always.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
that's big.
That'll quickly
Shut
turn
the
into
fuck up.
like Cards Against
Write
Humanity.
that down.
Well, it's whoever you have to put it in a pack. So one person that you trust would have to make a pack of words for their workshop content. Additionally, if the person who owns it, it's only $5. Everyone else can play. There's a free to play version and a purchased version. Whoever the host is, if they have the purchased version, like the community workshop, and you can toggle on and off different word packs. But like, I mean, I've played games with people who are all Pokemon fans, and you could put every generation of Pokemon words in there. Or
God.
video game titles, or like, I mean, anything you can think of. There's anime packs, and it's a guessing game. It's one of the drawing guessing games.
Yeah.
I'm still confident that I could name every Pokemon from the first generation, but
Do it right now.
Have you? There's a website
Name
that does a
every
test and it
Pokemon.
sees how long it takes you to do it.
yeah, I
Like,
would.
you
that
just
website
keep
right now.
typing.
Yeah, I would trip up on the third, fourth, and then I would.
No. I'm saying there's one that does just the first gen, and
Oh,
you
hell
just
yeah.
type, and it does like a timer. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Find it right now.
I'm tired though, so that's my one excuse. And then I'll come up with like 3 other excuses as I'm doing.
It's a Sporkle quiz, and you just hit play quiz and start typing, and every time you get one right, it goes into its slot.
Oh hell yeah!
And if you need help, I can help, because I also know a lot about Pokemon. But I want to see how you do by yourself first.
All right. You need to recite the Poke-Rap. Oh, jeez, I don't actually know the Poke-Rap. The lyrics to that. I do know the song. That was the shit back then.
150 more to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny. College Humor did a version of that song that had all 750 when they were on like Gen 7.
I couldn't imagine.
And in between it, you know, like they have like a chit chat. The two guys that are in the Pokérap that like talk to each other. One of them, it's like, "Please let me go home," and he's like, "Not until you get all of them." And it's like it turns into a hostage situation in the middle of the song.
Oh shit! No, I remember watching that one. It was like
It's super funny.
I used to watch all the Batman College Humor things that they used to do.
They're so good. College Humor actually has their own like TV network now.
They deserve it. It's
It's called
actually hilarious.
Dropout, and it's so good. They actually have a D&D show that they run. They're like 2-hour sessions that are really good. It's called Dimension 20.
Hell yeah. Oh, what's up, Hayes? How you doing, buddy? It's been a long time, friend. 5 years ago. Became partner, but before that, it was nothing. Okay. Oh, wow. Play quiz. Okay.
You put it on stream?
Yeah, I'll throw it up on stream. Hold on.
No, the strange bullshit Pokemon one, I'm pretty sure was Ego Raptor and Dan Avidan from Game Grumps as Starbomb. They did like a fucked up Pokérap. So you might want to restart it because you just lost like 30 seconds.
Oh. A second. Boop. And
Starting from the bottom now, you're going up.
okay.
And go.
Charmander.
Starting from the other side this time.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Zard. Oh, it's Charizard. Venusaur.
If you need spellings, I can also help you with spellings.
Isn't it Venusaur or is it?
It's 2 E's
Oh, is it?
instead of Vina. I think it's Vine.
Nope, not 2 E's.
No. Isn't Vene?
Vene. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
No? Hold on.
Venusaur. That's weird. Okay.
It's you.
Oh, it's you. It's Venus with a U. Yeah.
Ah. God, come on. There we go.
Oh my god, how do you not know this?
Shut up!
Don't even.
Bruh,
Shut up!
you're literally only spelling it wrong.
What is it? Drakini?
Dratini.
Dratini.
Oh, are we doing this? Are we doing this as a team? Because I'll fucking slaughter this.
Weedle. Caterpie. Then we have Beedrill. Nidoran. Nidorino. Nidoking.
I like that you did Charmander and Charizard, but not the middle one.
Yeah.
Bruh, it took me like
Let him
5
go at
minutes
his
to figure
pace.
out how to spell that one right.
What? Oh, God.
Up
Oh,
like
it's
70 Pokemon in.
Charmeleon is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Squirtle. War Turtle. I always like War Turtle. But
Portal.
Tortle.
Which Pokemon is Obama?
How do you spell War
Tortle, not
Tortle.
turtle.
Oh.
Portal.
Ah,
With an O instead of a U.
with an
No,
O instead.
it's
Wait.
Tortle.
Just watch you like erase the same U and just kept putting fucking U back.
I don't. I'm tired.
Tortle.
T-O-R.
Turtle
Yes,
with
he
an
is
O
here.
instead of a U.
Oh. There we
I
go.
love you, Adam.
God damn it. I
It's
got
fine.
it.
You're fine. You're tired.
Ah.
It's fine.
Butterfree. Venomoth.
Hold on, chat. Don't help him too much.
Venomoth. I'm not looking.
What?
Venomoth. The way you just said that, Leroy, it sounded like one of those, like one of the Ligma jokes. Like, Vena what, dude? something. Then you just say like,
It's so sad Steve Jobs died.
what?
What the fuck? Why do you say these things?
Leroy, are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You
What?
said that and it just made me remember something hilarious.
What did that have to do with Stephen Hawking?
What?
He didn't say anything about Stephen Hawking's. He said Steve Jobs.
Oh, Steve Jobs. Fuck.
You guys are getting me really confused.
It was
These
one of
aren't
the
Pokemon,
smart
go back
people
to
who
what you
died. I'm just as tired, I think.
Ekans, and then we have,
You got snake
Wheezing.
backwards. Nice.
and then we got, oh yeah, it is just snake.
Well, its evolved form is Cobra.
Oh yeah, that's
You
Backwards.
just made me think of this video,
Let's
Corey.
just link me. I'm afraid. What the fuck is this?
So amongst the weird shit that Lyra just sends me every day.
What the fuck is this?
Do I
Okay.
want to know?
It's a scene from a movie I've never seen before, but they redid the voice lines to be like, it's so sad that Steve Jobs died of ligma. And he's like, who's Steve Jobs? Lick my balls. And then he kills him. So dumb. It's so dumb.
Oh my god. Why do I want to say Nine Tails? That's
Because
right.
I would think
Because that's correct.
That is correct. I don't know. I kept thinking of Naruto and I was like, oh, it can't be
Yeah,
that.
the nine-tailed fox.
He's a nine-tailed Cherokee.
Yeah.
I guess that's
You
not
know-
one.
You just spelled it wrong. Just put it's the same thing, just without an E.
Is that in Gen 1?
Farfetch'd is in Gen 1. It's just ETCHD. And if they require the apostrophe, they require the apostrophe.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Gyarados. You just added to a little bit too much. It should be Gyarados. What, am I spelling that wrong?
Come on. Okay.
Hold on.
Gyarados.
Oh, Gyarados. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Markiplier.
He's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, instead of Gyarados, it's Gyarados. Like with an extra A after the Y.
Gya.
Tentacool. Tentacruel. Yeah, there you go.
Tentacool. And then we have. Did I get Ivysaur already? Yeah, I did. Oh,
You
I got
didn't
all
get
of.
you didn't get the final form of Wartortle.
Oh,
The
There we
other
go.
big.
is he in? No, that's second. That's weird because he does appear in the first.
He does, but he's not. Yeah, he's second gen.
What?
However, no, just get rid of the second A.
What?
In the second E. It's just PD.
How are you getting these wrong?
It's Zap.
Oh, it's just
Dose.
Zap. I've
Yeah.
always done Zapdos.
Yeah, no, just Zapdos.
How do you make that mistake? This is such a boomer mistake, man.
Get rid of the first. Get rid of the first C. It's not Arcticuno. It's Articuno.
Hmm. Oh my God! Come on.
Mole, like molten.
All the L's.
No. Get rid of the E. MOLTRES.
MOLTRES. Okay.
Yes.
Moltres.
I love that it gets spelled for you and you still like erase
No.
and retype it
We're
wrong.
yeah no.
five
But
times.
we're behind because of latency.
I know, but still just watching the thought process of him changing it 9 times.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, he
My
got Graveler first try, and that one's the hard one. Good old Onyx.
Mm-hmm. And then we have
Pikachu, Raichu, nice.
Poliwhirl. Poly.
It's an I instead of a Y.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Polytoad. No.
Toad is second gen.
Ah, that's right. Hmm. And then, holy shit, I'm really
yeah,
behind.
there's a lot of Pokemon, huh?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are a lot of Pokemon. Holy shit. Maybe I underestimated this.
It's also 2 a.m.
Yes, it
True.
is.
Shit,
I
it's
I
2
might-
a.m.
I think I
And
might
you've
be able
had
to
a
get
lot
like
of these.
120 of these, but I'd forget some.
I can't believe I am forgetting this many.
You're such a boomer.
I mean, you forgot the 2 middle evolutions of Caterpie and Weedle.
Metapod Kakuna?
Yeah.
Hey. That's
Yeah, we're trying
cheating.
not to cheat.
Oh, God.
It's Kakuna. Metapod with a T. Kakuna.
Kakuna. Okay, Kakuna. That's such a weird name. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's see which ones I could figure out on my own again. Okay, I know. Or
You
not.
got this.
Come on. Come on, Rye. Horn.
It's a Y instead of
It's a Y.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Why are they so weird? Rhyhorn. Rhydon. Then they have Kangaskhan. Yeah.
I want to see if I can do this now.
Marowak. Oh, all right. Abra. Kadabra. Alakazam.
It's not. It's get rid of the H and it's Alak.
L-A-K-A.
Get rid of the no H's. No H's in the whole name.
There we go.
ZAM. Yeah.
You had Marowak too. You just spelled it really weird.
Hmm.
Ooh, Ghastly. There we go. Haunter. Easy.
And then,
What's the last one? Get it.
Gengar. There we
yeah,
go.
Gengar. Let's see. What else? Wow, there's still a lot.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
You're at about half.
Fucking hell. How is it that I don't know that many?
What are the evolutions?
That is true. Fuck. If I see them, then I'll know.
Eevee
Trying to
for one.
think.
Or you started
already
with
got
I know.
two,
I know Eevee's one of them.
you started with 2 legendaries when you did this the first time, at the very very bottom.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, 150 and 151 should be easy.
Oh yeah. There you go.
You spelled Venonat wrong earlier. You were close. It's Venonat.
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 Okay. Did I? Yeah, I already got the Dragonair. Okay, I already got
Yeah, they
those.
get the bat chain.
I'm pretty sure Horsey's EY or EA. Sorry.
Cloyster. That's a weird Pokemon.
Yeah. You know the pre-evolution.
That's Shelder.
That is not yours.
I think Lickitung is Licku. 1D. Maybe 2 L's.
Okay, there we go.
Lickitung, I think it's either Lickitung, like I, Licki.
Yeah, it's Licky.
Oh,
There
is
we
it? Is
go.
there even a C? Okay, there we go. Okay.
Shit, I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay, doke. Bye bye. All right.
God, I want to try this as soon as yours is over in the 2 minutes, and see if I can
the bat
fly
chain.
through these.
You're missing.
Yeah, who are the bats in the caves that are super annoying?
Yeah, Zubat, Golbat, and then
It should be only those ones for this first gen.
Monkey Pokemon first area.
damn it. Isn't it literally just called Mankey?
Yes,
Yes.
with an A.
You have Primeape, and then you have Tauros. Then we have
You have
Pidgey.
the.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, the
You're
birds.
missing
Pidgey.
You're missing the bitch flower onion fucking line. I don't know how to explain it without saying their names.
Eotto. Pidgeotto.
He's missing everything after Bellsprout in that line.
Pidgeotto. There you go.
You're
Oh no,
missing
you
the
got.
right
Oh, so
line.
it stopped you because you got the third Evo
Oh,
first
yeah.
because they have the same.
There we go. Thank you.
And then what are the birds that attack Ash in the first episode?
Sparrow. Oh, come on. Isn't it Sparrow?
Spear with an EA.
Then Pharaoh.
Fear.
Oh, jeez. All right. 13 seconds. Well, at least I got...
Yeah, someone's telling you in chat. Vaporeon and Jolteon.
Ah.
I want to see if I can get all 151, but I don't think you guys want to watch that.
Oh, damn it. What was I missing? Sandshrew, Sandslash, Nidorina, Clefairy, Clefable, Oddish, Gloom, Paris, Parasac, Diglett, Dugtrio, Ponyta. Oh, fuck. Oh, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, Weeping Bell, Psyduck, Magnemite, Magneton, Dodo, Dodrio, Seal, Dugong. Yeah, I was missing a lot. Gyarados, Pinsir. I tried to spell Gyarados. I didn't get that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got
We spelled it out for you too.
Yeah.
It's just hard. Spelling's hard.
Lapras did. Oh,
especially
shit.
with funky names.
Especially
I
on
want
the
to see if I
spot,
can
too.
do it. It's just hard.
Machoke
You
me.
got over half. That's pretty good.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I only got 61%. And a lot of that is only because you guys helped me spell most of them.
It's hard, dude. Spelling's hard, especially
Oh,
with
yeah.
Pokemon names.
Especially
And
since
especially on the spot.
11-hour stream, and I usually don't stay up this late. Oh, boy. If you want to give it a shot, go for it, but... I mean, do you feel like it would be unfair because you saw the list and I read them out, or do you still think you could...
That's up to you. Do you think it's fair or unfair? I could listen.
I think it's fair because it's not like you sat there and studied the list. You still have to try to remember.
I mean,
That
what do
is
you want me to
true.
do? Stream my perspective?
You can on Discord.
Yeah, I was asking if that's what you wanted.
Yeah, you can do that.
Let me know if that's working correctly. It may not.
Yeah, it's good.
We see it.
Okay.
Let
me know when you want me to start.
A stream watching a stream. This is
Yeah,
the
I
new
know,
meta.
right? I'm just gonna end up going. Like my fingers are just gonna fly
All
as
right,
fast as I can.
let's go.
Okay.
Dreamception.
Going in order.
It'll be real surprising if you can get them all in order.
I'm not gonna get them all in order.
That'd be very impressive.
The way that I do this, I just remember them in the order you see them in the game.
All the beginner Pokemon.
Which is weird because Mankey and Primeape are so far away.
Primeape was the coolest. I think it was underrated.
Very. Oop. Hitmonlee.
I mean, it was one of the Pokemon you were supposed to catch if you didn't go with the type advantages that they gave you as starters.
You could deny
'Cause-
getting a Pokemon?
No,
No.
Hmm.
If you
The
made your
fact
life
that-
hard.
the fact that Bulbasaur and Squirtle had a type advantage, but Charmander was weak against Rock. But Rock is weak against fighting. So Mankey was one of the ones that you could catch to get a type advantage against the first gym.
Huh.
Mhm. There was like a speedrun strat for the first few gyms where it's like it's significantly easier if you pick certain starters.
Getting a lot of ones that I didn't touch.
Oh, spelled that wrong. I don't know why I put
Oh,
an
you
X.
got it.
Golbat. Tangela, Chansey, Kangaskhan. Oh. Vulpix, Ninetales, Growlithe, Arcanine. Thinking for a second. Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Magikarp, Gyarados.
That's how you spell it.
Tentacool, Tentacruel, Lapras. Thinking for a second, looking around. Clefairy, Clefable. Ponyta, Rampanash. Ghastly, Gengar, Haunter. Were they the only ghost Pokemon in Gen 1?
Yes.
I
Yep.
think so, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they didn't really do
Interesting.
too many ghost Pokemon.
Yeah.
Clefairy
They
and
only have the
Clefable
one
were...
area to stick them in.
Yeah, Clefairy, Clefable, and Jigglypuff. Those were the only fairies, weren't they?
At the
There
time,
weren't
fairy
any
wasn't a thing.
fairies in
They were
Yeah,
considered
fairies weren't
normal.
added until 7.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were just considered
6.
normal.
6, sorry. Wow, that whole middle is really taken up there, missing there. My brain is blanking. Give me a second.
You want some hints on easy ones that you forgot early on?
No, hold on. I'm going with the fossils. Helix fossils name. Why am I blanking on name of Helix fossil? Give me a second. Well, I
Praise the
know
Helix.
Kabuto and Kabutops. Who is after Aerodactyl but before Articuno? I know Rhyhorn, Rhydon. Huh.
You want a hint?
No. Maybe. I'm trying to think who's... Oh, the Niddos. Okay.
Do you want the other fossil Pokemon?
No. I'll remember it eventually. Damn it. I'm trying to think of water Pokemon for some reason because I feel like Staryu,
Good.
Starmie.
Anything Misty had.
Yeah, well, she had one of each.
Ducks.
No, I mean like the other ones.
Golduck. Oh, those were 54 and 55. Okay.
Remember the one episode of Pokemon where Golduck was just a Chad?
Golduck's a Chad and
Yeah.
Psyduck is a psychopath. Oh, Togepi.
Yeah,
Was Togepi
Misty
second gen?
thought-
Togepi second gen. Porygon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who was that. Okay, that's one of the ones that was after the evolutions. And then it's the Helix fossils. Isn't it start with an O?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ammonite and Amistar. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. For some reason I couldn't remember what it was. Cubone, Marowak, Sandshrew, Sandslash.
Missing
Right,
one
'cause
that's
they're-
associated with Nurse Joy.
I already have Chansey.
Yep.
113.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm waiting until you want hints.
Yeah, no, I don't
Or
want
say
hints.
anything.
Because I already got all the fire Pokemon in the game. Because I got Ponyta, Growlithe, the evolutions. I already got Geodude, Golem, Graveler. Oh, Machop, Machoke, Machamp. I already got Oddish Gloom, Vileplume. Poliwhirl, Poliwag, Poliwrath.
All the polys.
Yeah, I got the Polys.
If you're missing Jinx's counterpart,
Stinks.
Seal, Dugong. Jinx's counterpart. Jinx has a counterpart that isn't Electabuzz and Magmar?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more kind of in that. It's not traditionally considered in that group, but it's in that group.
Really?
Yep.
I thought those three were like the three rare typing ones.
Ash's house.
Oh, he's considered a counterpart?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Psychic.
Mr. Mime, yeah. I guess, well, it's the woman and the man. Voltorb. And, why am I, Electrode. That's what it was. I almost said Electabuzz.
Ash's stepfather.
Yeah. he stays with Ash's mom. It's real weird.
It's like, Mom, why are you hanging out with the Pokemon man?
Damn it. What is after Pidgeot before Spearow?
You actually want a hint?
Sure.
Rat Boys.
Oh. Right. Forgot about them.
Where are the rats?
I already got Onyx. I already got the whole fourth gym. Oh, Muck and Grimer.
Issy Boys.
Ekans, Arbok.
Yes.
Oh man.
Think about James.
Here's a hint.
Did I not already do Bellsprout with Bell?
That was your
you have
hint.
you have all the ones that I remember associating James at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say James had a Weeping Bell and a Victory Bell because the Victory Bell would eat him.
Mhm.
You're missing the
Oh,
counter to the level three.
Magnemite, Magneton.
The Pollution Boys. Do you have those?
Mhm.
Already got Grimer and Muck.
No, the other Pollution Boys.
The other pollution boys. Here's another hint.
Wheezing and coughing.
Oh, I thought you had
Um,
those already.
no.
He would make a stinky attack.
Yeah.
The big stinky.
Already got.
That's her?
What?
You're missing another Team Rocket member.
Yeah, I was because I was thinking of Persian and I couldn't think of Persian's name. Almost forgot these boys.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. No hints right now. Give me a second to think.
Okie doke.
Mhm.
Diglett Cave, right.
Got 3 minutes.
I already got Ponyta and Rapidash. Shelder, 2 L's.
Mhm.
Because you missed the 2 L's. Cloyster. Pokemon Snap. Slow. Is the first one with a W? Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowpoke.
Mhm.
Slow. Are they both W's? They are.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Was it just the D? It was.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Farfetch'd.
I keep reading Farfetch'd was in fact a Gen 1. I always thought that was a Gen 2.
Dodrio.
He's the only one that screws me over because I feel like he's not in Gen 1.
Did I already get Seal and Dugong?
Yeah, you have to
I
trade
did.
for him with a girl in.
Who was with Ghastly? You could get them near the same area. Psychic type. Looked like an anteater. Drowsy.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hypno. Once I get one, I can remember the others. Krabby? That was Gen 1.
Yeah.
Which means
Mhm.
Kingler was Gen 1.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Was Execute in the first one?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, I spelled that right? Holy shit. Executor. So it was like Excelsior.
Nice. That's 4 columns finished and then
Lickitung. Did we figure out how to spell Lickitung? Oh, it was like that. Okay.
Oh, wow.
You're missing more of Misty's gang still.
I know. She had a not Kingdra. Oh, Horsey and Seadra. Right. She had a Horsey in the show, I'm pretty sure. She also had
Yep.
a Goldeen.
Yep.
She never got a Sea King.
Ash had this next one.
Did it evolve?
No,
Of course not.
Does it have an evolution?
No.
not in this
No.
gen.
Scyther. I didn't think he had a Scyther. Tauros,
Mhm.
because he had a million Tauros. Pinsir? Pinsir
Yep.
was this generation.
You get 2 more.
Omni. Oh, you already got
Omni?
that.
He's got all
What?
those.
I already got
Oh,
your
I have a
easy.
fucking Snorlax onesie. Holy shit. Hold on.
That's
one
one.
more.
There's actually 2 more, but they don't have unknown on this list.
Unknown was second gen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
we've seen
god,
it
fucking
first gen
Ditto. Oh my
From all the
god.
movies and shit.
Oh, it's
Hey.
Ditto. I thought Ditto was
Yay!
second gen. Okay.
Good job.
Whew.
Wow,
I
look
got
at that.
Panicky there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fucking
With
panic.
some time to spare.
Yeah, I couldn't remember Ditto. I thought Ditto was second gen too. There's a lot of first gens that I'm like, those are second gen, right? And they're not.
There's a lot that were seen in first gen from the show and movies, but were not in the Pokedex.
True. Yeah.
Like
show.
Ho-Oh,
Well, because
Lugia,
what I was trying to
Unknown.
do was go, if I was playing through Fire Red, like,
Was
or
it
whatever,
actually-
what Pokemon am I hitting at every area?
Yeah.
Which I don't even know
Lugia
what
was
Ditto
actually
is.
only made for the second movie. The creator was surprised that it made it into the games at all.
Who? Sorry?
Lugia.
Well, Lugia and
Mhm.
Ho-Oh were both technically first gen, but became the poster children for the second games.
Mhm. All the
Lugia
lore.
was only made for the second movie. The creator.
Well, that's like Entei was only made for a movie
Yeah.
initially
Yep, that whole
with the
kinda trio.
unknown. That's a crazy movie, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Where like that
I-
girl's dad turns into Entei, and then turns an entire tower into a crystal nightmare.
I love
Yeah.
that movie. There was a Suicune movie, but I'm glad Suicune got a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
Raikou never got any main screen time. There was an offshoot of Pokemon where it wasn't following Ash's journey that Raikou had a whole fucking season in that I wish was
Yeah.
more known. Because he was
Yeah.
my favorite out of the cat dogs.
When I was a kid, because I didn't watch the show all that often, and Suicune was kind of rare, I used to say Suicune, which makes no sense.
Yeah,
Sweet Sween.
Yeah, Suicune.
it's a sweet.
Yeah.
I watched Detective Pikachu for the first time a week ago.
I
It's
like
actually
it.
not
Oh,
that
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
The feeling, the joy I get from watching humans interact with Pokemon in a live action movie, even though they're CG, is so nostalgically good.
I've met the artist that did all of the concept and designs and shit for the real life Pokemon, and I'm so fucking happy they went with him. Because it would have been so bad if they didn't.
They did so good with
Mhm.
that movie.
Sure.
With the
Smash
rework
it
of
up.
Sonic, he's the one that gave them all the notes on like remaking Sonic too.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen the Sonic. Didn't they just put the Sonic movie on something? Movie.
Probably.
They just put it on a platform so I can actually watch it.
Yeah.
You can watch on it says you can watch on Hulu, which I don't believe. It says on Amazon Prime. Do you have to pay for it? Oh, you don't. It's included with Amazon Prime. I could do a watch party of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like
I-
that remake, and I like how
That
they
is going to say that.
set it up for future things.
I just love Jim Carrey.
That too.
You ever see his paintings?
I have
No.
not.
When he was on a breakdown part of his life, like 2 years ago, and he wasn't in anything anymore, he got heavily political and then heavily artistic with his politics.
Yeah, he got into like a heavy depression. He talks about it a lot. And he's like, one of the most dangerous things is being comfortable with being alone. Because once you are just so used to being able to like care for everything and do everything yourself and not needing human interactions is when it gets scary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic does a Fortnite dance.
Sonic
Leroy, I
does
thought you had to
Fortnite
leave.
dance. Probably had some wow shit. He probably didn't even have.
Yeah, look at him lying.
Nine Leroy.
Leroy has always been known for being a humongous liar. That is what he's famous for.
Gave him the sword back. I can't ban him for lying.
Did you know that Sonic does a Fortnite dance? That's not true.
It is
You think-
true.
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
seen the movie, so I wouldn't know.
Why? It's pain. Pain.
Well, you should probably go to bed anyway, Leroy.
Yeah, get some sleep.
Oh, not bad. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to stay up for another
He just woke
9
up.
minutes.
9 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand Leroy's
And
sleeping
someone dropped a
schedule.
bunch of subs.
Leroy sleeps in intervals of every 30 something.
I don't get it. It don't make no sense.
He has a
Yeah.
wake period of like 32 hours and then nap.
I don't get it. I don't know. I can't judge because my sleep schedule is
Awful.
Yeah. There was a time when I was completely nocturnal. I would wake up and it would already be dark out and it would freak me out. That was like all the winter months. Whenever I was in school, I was just
You wake up at 4 and it's fucking advanced darkness outside.
yep.
The interesting thing in my house is because my sleep schedule's been so fucked, I don't go to sleep until like 4 or 5 a.m. every night. Every morning I cross paths with my older brother who goes to work at 3 a.m. He goes to sleep at like 9 p.m. and then every single day without fault, I walk by him and my other older brother who goes to work at like 4:30, and they're just like, I mean, good night, I guess, and walk out the door all upset that they just woke up and I'm going to bed.
Yeah. The same thing
Question
happened.
for you, Alex.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Who is officially part of new GSF or refreshed GSF?
Refresh GSF. So it's like if it had just happened. So
Right.
everyone is allowed to join in. I mean, and by that I mean I'm not just gonna open up and be like,
No,
if
no.
you want to be in, then hop in.
No. I'm talking about like,
original crew,
because here's the thing, like, so if we're fresh start, right?
Yeah.
Leroy was talking about bringing Static back, so Kyle's back.
Yeah.
The fresh start. Me, you, Leroy, Kyle. I'm assuming Sio's playing Elsa, but we're gonna make it so that, like, she's been with us the whole time as part of the crew.
Yeah, we can
Right.
do that.
Or is Sio not playing Elsa for that? Do you know?
I don't know.
I'm just
Uh,
curious as to who's, part of the fresh start, before we go into it. Because
think
we can act
Sio
like we know each
wanna
other
do
as a
that.
crew, right? Like Gordy's still Flanagan's ship doctor. It's just all the events that happened over the last few years don't exist.
It would essentially be think of it as like the first journey out.
Right.
Like,
As a crew.
yeah, it'd be the first journey out, the first exploration. It wouldn't be, anything like a gap period or anything like that. It would just be completely new.
Right. So there's no space bay.
No, unless Ewick wants to play it like that.
And if we
with her
do,
character.
but your history's gone.
Yeah,
Is the thing.
it would be different. We'd have a different backstory. I would have to
Okay.
talk to Ewick about that if she wanted to hop in and do
I just
that.
wanted to know what we were doing going in, so it's not confusing.
Yeah.
You know?
No 10 different Binjag songs.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, I don't think, like, because Cletus was with us initially, but then was never with us again. He was always with another group.
yeah.
What was his original job in your guys' original plan?
He built
He was-
built the original penis fucking plane ship,
Mm-hmm.
the Pen 15 ship. I think he was considered like ship chef, like ship cook.
He was. He was in charge of putting meat in people's mouth.
And then you put him in a meat grinder.
And then he
You stuck him in the meat grinder, and Gordy freaked the fuck out. Gordy was like, "What do you mean? You don't mean he's literally in the meat grinder?" And you were like,
He's become our
No.
meat. Oh
This is
man,
the second time I've heard of you putting someone in a meat grinder.
It
it's
was always
finally me.
Cletus.
Mr.
It was always
Western, I don't
Cletus. Always went in the meat grinder.
That was before my time.
Because I,
I just
know
remember
so Kyle
you put
Leroy.
Hoop's character in a meat grinder once.
Who was Hoop that he went into a meat grinder with the GSF?
Probably a
Not
Mr.
with the
West thing.
GSF.
Oh, okay. I
Mr.
was
West
like, who
put
was
fucking
Hoop?
everyone in a meat grinder.
True. And then I turned their bodies into food.
Mm.
You play some insane characters.
Who, Alex?
Both of you.
Eugene was just trying to get by. He was trying to make a living, okay? And meat science was good science for him.
It was a good
He
field of study.
unprompted made a burger that killed people.
Fucking meat science.
Okay,
It's important.
Eugene's burger did not kill people. It just had people in it.
It had that and meat filler. Lots
Because the
of
thing
meat
is
filler.
you would hand me meat, and I'd be like, "Where'd this come from?" And you go, "Don't worry about it. Make a good burger out of it." And I go, "Okay."
Oh yeah.
Top floor of that skyscraper of businesses where we were the only business in it.
Yeah, that was awesome. I missed that building. It was so cool. It felt so official.
Because the first GSF season was December of 2016.
Yeah,
We're
that
past
was.
5 years of the first GSF season.
Yeah, I can't believe it was actually that long ago. Holy shit.
Because it was the only reason I know that is because the Scorched Earth and Island seasons of, or when you were with the Chillins and I was Eugene, those 2 seasons were right around that first San Diego TwitchCon.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago. I remember, and it was still back when modding in Ark was still relatively a new thing. Now it's
Our
like,
areas became glitchy nightmares.
mm-hmm.
I remember that first GSF season, you had purchased like some sort of food and drink from someone, and it was like very clearly, like if you read the stats, going to kill you if you ate it, and you like stuck it in the fridge with all the rest of the food. And I logged in one day to do like metal harvesting, and I was streaming, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go grab some food real quick. The food that people like made in here is actually like really good to keep your saturation and stuff up." Pulled one of each out, ate them both. My hunger and stuff was going up. I'm like, "Oh, I'm good, cool." And then I start flying away on a Quetzal, and suddenly like, "Wait, why am I dying? Why am I dying? My health is like draining." And everyone's like, "Oh no, did you eat it?" And I'm like, "Eat what?" And they sent me clips, and they were like, "Yeah, he purchased poison, just
Yeah.
poison food from someone the other day and stuck it in the fridge." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" I ended up dying. I go to the fridge and I look at it. It's like minus 700 HP
Oh, yeah.
on the goddamn food. I'm like, okay, someone made literal death in food form and stuck it in the fridge.
The good old days back when there were food challenges and it was essentially Eat this death sandwich and see how long you can survive.
It was an island season, but it wasn't the frog season. The frog season was the season before that.
Yeah. That season
With-
we had Raging Ravage and his coalition of Star Troopers.
On the island in the northeast, as well as Joe Fudge's alien tribe
Oh yeah.
in that like oasis area in the northeast before the island.
I do
Because
remember
that's where Lady Aviana played her robot character that Gordy fell in love with, her cyborg.
Good times. Good times, man. Back in the old days of Arc RP. I really do hope that Arc 2 rekindles some of that, but we'll see.
My worry about people coming back only when there's new DLC is that people are in it for the new content over the role play. And that's
Yeah.
what worries me, because I feel like a lot of that last Genesis season was everyone wanted the new thing.
Yeah.
Like, let's go get magma lizards, let's go get space whales. And then we did Hell of Death Dome and it was wonderful, but still.
It was just a huge mess too with the double servers. Like it was so popular, server 1 was just so lagged out that you kind of had to play on
But
server 2.
here's the
but then
thing
you
about
didn't.
server 1. I never had problems, and everyone in the GSF was complaining about problems with server 1. And I'm like, it's really not that bad. The only glitch we did find was the roll rat glitch, where you just die and your stuff goes away forever.
Yeah. I never had lag problems in our area. I just couldn't find a place to build, so I built on whatever too. And it's because I was playing with B, who didn't like have a computer yet. She was still
Oh,
playing on like
God.
a shitty Mac, so we picked the easier for her side. But the only thing on server 1 I ever had lag on was the ocean, which made sense because there was 9 billion fucking massive structures out there.
Yeah. You did it, Alex. Woo!
Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've done it. Man, I can't believe it's been this long since I've done like a stream over 10 hours. Oh.
It's straining, for sure.
The dragon was like the first roll you did, and he's still on your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last tattoo, the first and the last.
Alex, you know what was one of my favorite days
Actually,
in
Dragon
roleplay?
was second.
Was it second? Oh yeah, the Orca was first.
Oh yeah.
Alex, that day we were on the second server of Genesis, and it was me, you, CO, and Leroy, and we were just going around doing the races underwater, and you had your soundboard set up to play like Dragon Ball Z sounds.
Oh yeah. Dude, that was
That was
fucking
fucking
sick.
hysterical.
Oh man.
5.0 will probably come out first, which means championship?
Hopefully. I mean, I really hope the way it works is 5.0 first and then the DLC for Arc, because if it's the other way around, I'm going to be really upset. It'll be hard.
I mean, I know the Dark Side Twitter just said March. And the thing is the March 2021 of the DLC for Arc has delayed every DLC they've put out by over a month. So I'm not expecting anything, especially since they don't have a release date and we're literally in March in 3 days.
Yeah. Well, let's
So-
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I just hope it's
never
going to be
expect anything on.
Yeah, I just hope it's going to be one of those things where
Hi everyone.
whoops, where the DLC does end up getting delayed enough where we can enjoy Atlas Dark Side 5.0 and then do those like RP things, but if not, then I don't know.
It's just, it feels weird because it's 5.0 and it'll be the first time I'm really playing it.
Yeah. I mean if the improvements like help at all to make Atlas feel less like Atlas, then I'm down.
I mean, I trust Ven and Flynn, and they both have stated multiple times that they are like disgustingly proud of what they've been able to create. So, I mean, I got high hopes.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Well, I can't wait till I can actually hop on and see it for myself. All the work that they've put into it, because I know it's been a lot. It's impressive that they were able to take a game that is so well hated and then make it into something that's actually, worth playing.
I have hopes too that on top of like all the stuff they've done, because that may or may not change the RP. I'm happy that Ven is not going to be playing Navy. That he's got a really good set of people that he like set up to run the Navy, and they're great. They've turned into great RPers over playing time with him.
No,
Yeah,
he's
he
playing as Admiral
played-
Bane.
Is he still? I thought he was killing that character off.
No, he announced that he was bringing Admiral Bane back.
The thing is,
Wasn't
if we do the championship, we're gonna have no beef with anyone.
No,
Like
yeah,
we're
we
literally
won't.
just gonna be a traveling ship that if other ships ride up on us, like we could do like impromptu shows if our ship just rocks up on another ship, and then also host like find an island, make it our island, and that'll be like our developmental territory where if you want to be a wrestler, you got to come here and train, and then we put on shows in the docks on our ship every once in a while.
Yeah. My hope is that we'll actually get to play it out, and it won't be one of those things where it's just getting started, then it gets cut short because of something coming out, like Arc coming out. That's my biggest fear, is I definitely don't want to delay me hopping on Arc Genesis DLC 2, but at the same time, I also don't want to pass up the opportunity to do like a cool and fun RP like that. It's just a pain in the butt, and just like, ugh. It sucks to
Well,
think
the good
about.
news is, from what I've seen, is Atlas lasts a while.
Yeah. So,
Which
I mean,
means that like it doesn't have to be that bad. The one thing we could do too is if Genesis does come out and we do the GSF, I mean, are you trying to keep the Hella Deathadome thing a thing? So then we're doing it in 2 separate games, or are we trying to, because it's fresh start, we don't do Hella Deathadome and we keep that for Atlas?
I mean, we could do it on Atlas and Arc. I mean, it just figures
Look at all those
that
people.
we would do it on, Atlas because there's a
Yeah.
lot more assets and stuff and a lot more
yeah.
opportunities and ideas that would flow well into it. But I
sure.
don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, thank you, Rytan, for the raid. But we'll have to see, and only time will tell if the DLC gets pushed back. If it does, great, gives us more time for the Atlas stuff.
And
But
then Atlas gets pushed back, and they're both pushed back. I'm sad.
if both of them get pushed back, I'm just gonna be upset. I'll be like, all right, fine. We'll just find something else to do, and then Conan.
Yep.
Being Conan, will probably have something dropped. I know that they've been working on the Isles of Sipta, but nobody really jumped on that opportunity when they announced the big updates for that. So,
I think those updates are still in testing.
oh,
I
are
just
they?
want to play on a server that doesn't have Age of Calamitous.
Yeah, I mean that's supposedly a big thing in like all the other servers, and like I get it, but at
It
the
just
same
adds
time, it's
like
like
elves and orcs and magic and spells and like it's just like I don't know.
It also makes it
it-
very grindy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
taints Arc a little. I mean, Conan a little bit for me, personally.
Yeah, I'd rather just vanilla. I'd rather just a season on the vanilla map, honestly. I still think the Isle
Oh,
of
even the
Sipta
first map, yeah.
Yeah, the Isle of Sipta needs a little more work. There's just, I mean, it's cool that you have all that new, really neat things that they've added, but it's like, at the same time, it's,
It's cool, but they made it it's a map for survival players, not for role players.
exactly. It was definitely grindy as hell, and they've changed that since because
Have they?
yeah, supposedly they've changed it since, so now there's actually camps around instead of having to do that whole ritual thing to get, an
Good
actually
thralls.
good thrall.
Jeez, okay.
So
That's good though.
yeah, we'll see. Age of Calamitous is way worse than Atlas. Oh, jeez.
It's such a like, and I know people love it. You either love it or you hate it, is what I found out. Like people either love it or they just can't stand it. And I'm one of the people that can't stand it because I think it just alters the game too much. Like it's not. I don't know. Every time I've seen it played, it's like mega fantasy, which I think takes away from Conan as a game. Because I think you're placed in Conan as like a gritty, like harsh environment, and when you start adding magic and elves and spells and stuff like that, you're just like you're turning it more into Citadel than you are
Yeah.
anything else.
Speaking of Citadel, they had an update. I don't want to touch that game.
I love that game, but I've never been able to give it a full like dedicated amount of time because people don't want to play a game where everyone's a wizard.
Yeah. When everybody's the same thing, it's like, oh, okay. What makes you special? I'm a wizard. Well, what are you? I'm also a wizard.
So the
And
way I look at
everybody's a wizard.
Citadel, I don't look at Citadel as an RP game. I look at the way that we look at Valheim. I look at it as a fun survival game for progression's sake because there are like bosses and stuff that you can go through and everything. I think it stays in that medium rather than like RP.
I
I don't know if Valheim would be great for RP because it feels like such a skill-based, level-based, like whatever.
It doesn't have the makings for an RP game, whereas, Arc, character customization, freeform camera, a bunch of, personalizations that you can add, where Valheim is just more focused on skills and progressing and fighting bosses and, getting to the end game. Arc doesn't give a shit. You can do whatever the hell you want in Arc. You can just kind of
still haven't fought 90% of the Arc bosses.
Yeah. See, it doesn't matter if you actually progress or not in Arc. You can do whatever the hell you want. Whereas in Valheim, it's yeah, you need to progress or you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, you can build, but that'll only get you so far. It'll get obliterated by trolls and gray dwarves, and you won't be able to do anything about it unless you step up and do shit.
I'm just waiting for the day that one of these survival game companies recognize that they have a massive audience in the roleplay community and build a game or build a DLC or build something that is tailored to roleplay and ability to roleplay, rather than feeling like they're building their games for survival and they'll make some changes because people are asking for them enough and annoying them enough for it. I just remember back in the day when we used to complain about the VoIP and Conan, and the devs were like, no, we are not changing it. We do not have a priority for VoIP. We don't care about VoIP. And the roleplay community was like, excuse me, please care about VoIP. And then eventually they did.
It's difficult because as far as a core, the core of the game, Conan Exiles and Arc, their core is base rating, PvP, PvE. Yep. They work off of that because it's something that they can control, because you can control the rules of how PvP and PvE are. You can make NPCs and structure the game so that you can actually have, a fun, competitive game. It needs to start with a solid base. And I'd argue to say that most great RP games stem from a AAA title that has already other mechanics and functions in it. I don't think necessarily that there should be a game developer that just focuses only on the RP aspect, because there are games like that. I know Identity has done that, and I know there are a couple of other games that just we build from RP first and then give you the tools of things that you want to do in RP. I feel like that's putting the cart in front of the horse, whereas role players are clever enough and intuitive enough, and it's more rewarding to find RP opportunities in games that don't necessarily have RP mechanics, like in Arc and Conan. But I will agree that the community is there, and developers need to recognize that there is also a community for that. And if it does begin to sprout, they should encourage its growth. But I don't think it's something that they'll be able to be like, hey, this is the new game that we're coming out with, and you can RP in it.
I guess more so what I'm looking for then is developers to at least acknowledge it on a more clear front, because I just remember being so frustrated with both Arc and Conan's developers when the RP community, who does make up a decent chunk of their players, their player base, the eyes on their game, were requesting something, and they were like, we have no reason to do that. And it's like, but it is such a, it doesn't have to be your core game. I guess take back the whole make a game tailored to roleplay, make it, core to roleplay. Make your survival games, but go in under the pretense of decent VoIP without having to have people complain about it.
It took them a while.
Small fixes for stuff like that, because it did take them a while, and it took us rioting. I remember Hart had to put in a thing on their forum and had to get it I think it got quadruple the votes of any other thing that was on their forum of a fix or a change, because we needed it or no one would be playing Conan on in the roleplay scene. But in the sense of Dark Days saying it doesn't make money because it's a smaller community, that's telling me that the people on NoPixel aren't making GTA money, making Rockstar money. People are buying GTA for the sole purpose of thinking they can get onto a server, let alone being I'll go find other servers on 5M. It's why Rockstar hasn't shut them down.
Yeah. But again, it stems from that. You need to realize when you do have a sprawling RP community, you should take advantage of it. If you're a game
Right.
developer, you should encourage it because that's sales. That is a community. And if there are fixes that, aren't going to break the bank for you. And Conan's example, it was just good VoIP and moving mouths, and they did do that. They did end up fixing it. And I think they've done better now to realize that they are one of those games that has a very active roleplay community that they are now listening a little more intently because they understand
Right.
that people are going to buy the game if they enjoy playing it. And the new updates they come out with the Isle of Septa seems to work towards that because it's no longer as grindy and progressive based as their previous one. Because everyone kind of dropped out of that as soon as it was, all the new stuff was found. Everyone was like, well, that was cool while it lasted, but it was kind of grindy bullshit to get like all the stuff that we needed to, set up and, get everything ready. We're just kind of, moving on and seeing what else is new. It's kind of like an end game thing with Septa, whereas, the other island, the main map was, you do what you want, you explore, and there's no rush to get any end goal. There are bosses that you can do, but there's no pressure. Whereas the Septa was like, you need to do these bosses in order for you to get things that you need. And I feel like that's what kind of killed it because it was everybody running around, going to dungeons and finding things and being like, look, I understand this is a part of the map, but it kind of feels like we have to do this. Don't mind now because it's new content, but the new content veneer kind of wears thin after a while. And once you've done it a couple of times, you're like, well, now this feels as tedious as like a metal run in Arc, but not as fun and not as rewarding. And
Well, yeah,
I
it's
just
like
want to
if we were on
roleplay.
if we were on the original map, I could literally, in the matter of a day, get every named thrall we'd ever need, and then we could focus on the RP.
Yeah. Whereas in the old map, it was, or the new
I'm
map.
saying on the old map. Yeah, new map, it's...
Yeah, on the new map, it's like, well, if you want to get that, you got a chance of getting it, but you're going to need to go and get these ingredients, and you'll need at least a braiding party of this, and then blah, blah, blah. And it's cool and dandy and fine if it would be something that, I don't know, would be considered a boss level event or something you didn't have to do, kind of like summoning a god or running the bosses on the old map, but it made it a requirement if you wanted to get anything decent so you could build a castle, because the 2-for-1 ratio on steel to steel reinforcement was just abysmal. It would make building just absolutely insane. It would actually be worth the time getting the thralls in order to make it more efficient to get supplies and things done quicker so that you could get your buildings up and get your RP started. Oh, man. That's why I don't like Atlas. Atlas is nothing but a grind fest. It is nothing but a grind fest. I remember spending 3 weeks and getting barely anything for Fatbeer's crew, and it was just harvesting. Hours and hours and hours of harvesting. Ugh.
I also
It
just
really
realized...
does have a good point, though. Like, there's no race to end game to, like, do your RP now with Atlas, because the end game is just, hey, go fight the Kraken, but that's it.
I
Yeah.
just realized I haven't played Conan since the new tables updates. Where they changed it so that the thralls don't get you better stuff. You just have to make stuff on better tables. Like, there's not 2 levels of furnaces, there's 3 levels of furnaces. There's 3 levels of crafting tables. There's 3 levels of alchemy. Like, they did a massive change to base game so that thralls are not entirely necessary for good stuff,
I like that.
but they will improve your things. So they made it so that there's like a level 3 furnace now. And
I like
you
that.
get that level 3 furnace to get better things. Level 3 like forge, level 3 whatever. This massive overhaul happened like right after that first Sipta season, I'm pretty sure. I
I'd
haven't
love to
played
see
it yet,
another
so I
one.
don't know what it does, but it's really cool because supposedly it just makes the need of a thrall less necessary.
Yeah. I wish there was another big major season for Conan Exiles, like if Twitch RP picked it up or Darkside picked it up or, had that. I know, we're not going to see another server for that for reasons.
Well, the
but-
thing is, I'm just it's hard with servers that do seasonals.
when it's
Because
like,
if there isn't a
don't
full
expect it.
dedication to the game, like Like Darkside is doing Atlas. Yes, they'll throw up a server for something else, but there's not like work being done on that server to improve that server because it's not their main thing, right? They're putting a lot of their dev time and work time into Atlas because that's become Darkside's like sort of thing. Like Twitch RP has GTA. GTA is massive, and then they'll do some seasonal games every now and then where they throw something up.
Yeah.
Back when we had Hyborian, it was like, that's Conan. It's all Conan. Everyone's doing Conan, and we're focusing on Conan. And you knew if I'm going to Hyborian, I'm going into a community that is here for Conan and here to roleplay on Conan. So it's not going to be like a hype for 2 days and then everyone leaves.
Yeah. It's unfortunate
Yeah.
about Hyborian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, honestly, hopefully, I would myself love to start up a server like that. However, the amount of it is
thought of
just
the same thing. You're just diversifying the community more.
yeah. It's again, it's like you think about it that way, but at the same time, it's like you don't know how many people who are actually wanting to do this sort of RP who can't because there isn't something for it. And is it dividing the community or is it giving the community
Bringing them together?
Yeah, bringing them together, because at this point, it's like, what are they role-playing on? There are other servers on Conan Exiles, don't get me wrong, ones that we probably haven't heard of, but...
There are many, but 95% of them, Age of Calamitous.
Yeah, a lot
Like,
of them
I've
are
looked
just
into
Age
them.
of
They're
Calamitous.
just- Yep. They're just like because I was saying this to Bitter and Valley too. I was like, so much of me wants to start a vanilla or very light modded Conan server. Like
Yeah.
it's Conan. It is only Conan. It'll only be Conan, but like dedicated. Or like if you are gonna do seasonals, the entire server, admin, staff, whatever, are dedicated to that seasonal game instead of like running multiple things at the same time.
Oh, yeah. The problem for me now is that there are way too many things to get on that I want to be on.
Yeah.
And everyone is everywhere. So I'll do Wild RP when I feel like doing Wild RP. I'll do Twitch RP's GTA RP when I feel like doing that. And then I'll just head back to Variety when I'm not feeling either of it. I did Ark's Twitch RP Arc a little bit, but then I kind of fell off from that because I didn't have the time to dedicate to it because I wanted to do other things. Everyone is just kind of everywhere right now, and it's like the only time everybody
Too many
unifies.
options.
Yeah, there's too many options, and the only time that everybody unifies is when there's something new and shiny out, like a DLC or a new game or a new season fires up, and then people hop on over and see what that's about. And some people will stick and stay, and others will just kind of drift off and change it up. Not everybody sticks to the same server and streams it every single day. I feel like not as much as they used to, unless you're on like a server like NoPixel. Then of course, I mean, why the hell would you ever want to stream on anything else? It's like you just always want to be on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you have like 4 different things right now.
Yeah, I'm all over the board because I like doing all of them. And it's like I can't decide which one that I want to do the most because I'm always like, well, I'm feeling this today, but then I just have options. It's too many options. And not enough.
AJ's been on my ass about Wild RP.
It's fun. You should definitely give it a shot. I really hope they get the 64 player slot. That would make a very big difference. 32 players is all right, but spread across the map, even with the area of play, is kind of difficult to run into people. And it's especially hard with an LEO force to keep the peace because when you're like 1 sheriff, 2 sheriffs in the town just trying to make sure things go your way, and you got like a gang that always rolls out in 6 or 7 people, you're getting outgunned and you're getting kidnapped every single time. And it's like you can't really stray too far. You need to stay in packs yourself in order to save your skin because it's just too dangerous. If they had more players, then we could beef up a sheriff's department LEO force, because right now that's the only thing that like really deters me from getting heavily involved into Wild RP and like Red Dead Redemption 2 RP in general is it just needs more people. It's
Big map, not a lot of people.
Yeah, it's big map but not a lot of people, and it desperately needs more people. The second it gets more people, it's going to explode. It's like you get 64 or 128 players. 128 players on there would be insane. It would be very much super game changing. And I love Wild RP and everything they've done. And just Red Dead Redemption 2 RP in general, it's so fucking beautiful and immersive. You can make some really detailed characters in there and then really get sucked into the world with how beautiful it looks. It's very easy to get lost in it.
Yeah.
Whew.
I just have so many options right now. It's just
Oh, yeah.
like, I mean, I'm still hardened. Like, my favorite thing to do right now in terms of roleplay is Dungeons and Dragons, like in any form. I don't know. I thrive in that environment, especially as a DM.
Had the biggest want to do it forever, and there's just nothing in my area.
Well, I do it online.
Yeah, I would want to do it
Okay.
online, but I just feel like
Thank
it's
you so
weird
much
online.
for the
Like,
51
wanna
months.
go
I
back to doing
appreciate
it
you.
in person.
I love it. Hype
think
in
I
the
would settle
chat.
for online at some point. I tried to get my little siblings into it since I
I'll
live
be right
in
back.
the house of a zoo,
Okay.
essentially. And
I need to use the restroom.
the girls,
I'll be right back.
being fucking 8 and 6, got distracted like halfway through the game, didn't really care that much. But the guys loved it. But they kind of like school started picking back up around. They actually had to go do stuff, so they were worried about timing and didn't want to commit to it.
Well, let me show you something, Tor. We'll take a sneaky peeky at that. Can VIPs post links in this chat? Is that a thing?
They should be able to. I think it considers you a mod.
Yeah, I want to show this to chat too. Yeah, that works. Okay. If anyone here is a D&D fan, this program / game that is coming out on Steam this year it takes online D&D and makes it so you're not doing it on Roll20 ever again. Allows you to download your Hero Forge tokens and put them into this program. And there's like dice rolling. It's like tabletop sim on steroids. If you click this website,
Tabletop Sim do that.
Huh?
I was about to ask, doesn't Tabletop Sim do that?
tabletop sim does it at a very simple level. The way that this is constructed is entirely for D&D with built-in D&D 5e mechanics and everything. So it's got like, you know, your character has a character sheet in the game that they take directly from D&D Beyond. And based on that, like if your character doesn't have dark vision and you're placed in a map that the DM says is a dark map, characters with dark vision will have a line of sight that's based on everything that's in the room that they build. And characters who can't see won't be able to see. There's like spell animations. It's just really fucking cool.
It sounds like a nice way that like influences more of the RP rather than like, the meta gaming. Like, how do I do this to the end?
It is quite literally playing in real life, but on a computer. Like it's the full, because if you play on Roll20, you're just clicking and dragging something on a 2D flat screen, right? This is like, yeah, we may not be all at the same table right now, but here is a like built map. Take your piece, move your piece physically, roll dice physically. Don't just click a button and go, oh, it rolled for me. Like it's phenomenal. I missed their Kickstarter. I wish I'd known about it when their Kickstarter came out, because I absolutely would have paid into it. But their Kickstarter got crazy funded. Like they're doing like the steampunk assets is like their farthest stretch goal. So they're doing like a whole steampunk built-in thing, and they're going to keep developing it as time goes on. So it may not be the best for things like, you know, D&D variants like in sci-fi or the future, right? But it does. I don't know, it's just so good. Like
probably move on.
Yeah, like as a DM, being able to build physical maps like this and build rooms and things, this is phenomenal. Like this is so good. Like building a map on like Incarnate, which is a website that allows you to build 2D maps, or on Roll20, it's a bitch because you're trying to make something make sense in a 2D space. This allows you to make everything make sense in a 3D space with assets that you need. It's just really cool. They have like underwater physics and everything. Like again, the integration with D&D Beyond as well as Hero Forge is phenomenal because it means you can just import your character sheet from a website and then also import your token. Like it's just God, it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm in love with this and craving it to come out.
You just need to find a group to play with because I feel awkward about like I know there is like hundreds of Reddit groups that helps new players and whatnot, like find groups and shit. And there's even apps where you can find like in your area. It's just
Yeah.
everything
I
that's
mean,
in
I'm
my area is like an hour away because I live in the middle
Yeah.
of the mountains.
So everyone who clicked on that link, instead of just looking at the videos at the bottom, if you click the Kickstarter and like go watch their trailer, their trailer is nuts. It's 7 minutes long, but it's insane. Like it shows you how combat would work out, how many squares your character can move. Like it turns it into a video game, but a video game that one person controls. It's so good. And it's disheartening because like I I asked Alex if he wanted to be part of my campaign because I was running a campaign and I stopped it because I was doing a book, like a pre-made campaign, and I wanted to make my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I halted that campaign. We've moved on from it, and I'm slowly building this world piece by piece. And I wanted Alex to be a part of it. And Alex was like he told me his whole schedule, and I was like, cool. Let me see if my players can work around your schedule. So I got all my players to say they'd be okay with a day that Alex would initially be okay with. And then I joined the game today, and Alex was like, yeah, the Fellowship wants to move to Mondays. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yep.
Like, that was the day.
I'm surprised suddenly it's Monday because before it was just changing from Thursday to Friday. So who knows what date they'll actually settle on.
Yeah. I hope they don't settle on Mondays, because if they don't settle on Mondays, I can have Alex as part of my campaign.
Because I know before it was just like Thursdays afternoons, but Pony was doing something that was going to end up being in that time slot, so they were going to move it to Friday, and I don't know why now it's suddenly on Monday.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's really that it does that it like squashes a lot of the meta bullshit.
Yeah, it's fucking phenomenal, dude. It's so
just
good.
Built in, let's just like stop the meta. Like this is a game for fun and role playing. Let's stop your meta right here, right now.
Yeah, I don't know how much is this in English, in American currency. Sorry,
This is
in USD. That's only $423,000, and I say only just because you would think with this it would be bigger. But yeah, this is crazy. Like they funded their cyberpunk, not steampunk, cyberpunk assets. God, it's fucking phenomenal. It's so good.
What you want to bet he comes back with a sandwich?
I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised he kept the stream going.
What did he
3
say?
a.m.
Do?
Huh?
What did he say he was going to do?
He just said I'll be right back.
God, I hope he's just getting a sandwich. He didn't go like fall asleep on the couch.
Hello?
Whoa.
Welcome back,
Leroy.
Leroy.
I'm back.
How you doing, chat? Sorry, we're talking about D&D now. What do you guys want to talk about? You
What's
might actually
going
finish
on?
reading the 5 ebook. Wait a second. Hold on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 5 ebooks. Which one are you talking about?
I have 6 ebooks.
Which ones?
So,
I'm assuming
what's
Player's
happened?
Guide,
Player's Guide,
DMG.
DM model, or yeah, the DM book, the Monster Guide, Cthulhu Mythos one, Tasha's Cauldron of Shenanigans, and
You got Tasha's. Hell yeah.
another popular one that starts with an X that I can't remember the name, and I can't see.
Xanathar's Guide to
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
I have not. Here's the thing about D&D books. You don't have to read through them fully.
Yeah, you just
Let's be honest, because
If-
I
you figure out how to read them, and then you go to the sections that you need.
the craziest part about D&D and the fact that I was DMing a campaign, my first campaign that one time that I haven't started my homebrew yet, I didn't read the DMG at all. I have not read a single chapter or page in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Like, I just fucking did what I thought was good and then did it. Which is kind of the greatest thing about D&D ever, because you don't have to know what you're doing. As long as you do something and your players are okay with it.
Yeah, it's playing. Like, playing shouldn't be very strict rules. That's the fun part about being a DM is if there's a rule that just doesn't really make sense for your game and your players'
You say,
situations,
fuck it.
you can just throw that rule away.
Yep.
They're
Like-
all
Like, for
standpoint.
example, apparently you can only make non-lethal damage attacks with melee weapons. You can't do it with ranged. And you might say to yourself, well, yeah, but how are you going to make a non-lethal attack with a ranged weapon? And
Yeah,
I
how
say
is, like,
back
a
to you,
ranger gonna kill you?
I say back to you, you're telling me someone can't take an aimed shot with a bow and fire an arrow at distance through someone's foot so they're locked in position? Maybe I decide to put it through their leg so they have to keel over on a knee. It's not going to kill them. If you're choosing to place a ranged shot, yeah, it's going to be harder to hit. But if you're going to choose a ranged shot and you want someone not to die, you don't have to kill them.
Yeah, you just make them roll for disadvantage to actually hit if they're doing a specified spot.
Either disadvantage, increase the person's AC, or do whatever it feels like in the moment, you know?
Yep. Yeah, the most I think I've looked at the Dungeon Master thing is for like marking off character creation stuff, or like making NPCs or like making weapons and shenanigans.
Yeah. How you doing, Alex?
Doing good.
Question, did you come back with a sandwich?
No, it's
Get
way
fucked,
too late.
Tor.
Dang.
You guys know that Corey's a great RPer?
Leroy, stop.
Shut the fuck up, Leroy.
I heard Corey's a really good RPer.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm calling it here tonight because
You should.
the timer's out and got to do the giveaway here, which I'm sure almost
The
everyone is
microwave?
probably forgotten about English, and everyone will probably try to put their points in now. Let's go ahead and
Where's
do
the
it
giveaway so I can put my points in?
right there in the chat. We'll do the announcement right now.
Oh, I got 0 points.
How the hell do you have 0 points?
I don't know. It says total 0 points. I don't know. I don't. It literally says I have 0. Maybe it's because it's not logged in. Hold on.
How to say that doesn't make any sense.
That's kind of sedge.
Man.
I just logged in and it still says I have 0 points. Hell yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
You know what
Apparently
else
I've
is
never
crazy?
watched you.
You.
Oh no, it says on the left that I have points, but I can't put them in.
You what? Okay, that's weird.
How much is each ticket?
Each
2,000?
ticket is very expensive. It's 2,000.
Okay, there we go. I added 1 ticket just in, I don't need the microphone. If I win, I'll give it to whoever needs it most.
Be very surprised if you win. If you win,
So will I.
I have
I
seen
mean-
people win with like only a couple of tickets.
Yeah, you got a lot of tickets in there. Holy shit.
All right. We're going to close up the giveaway. 3, 2, 1. All right. And the winner. Oh, wow. I see just a lot of single tickets in here. We might actually get one of those rare ones. All right. Let's see who's got it. The winner of the giveaway is Sparky. Congrats,
There you go,
Sparky.
Sparky.
All right.
Hell yeah, Sparky.
Hell yeah.
What?
Rigged.
Sparky put in 40 tickets.
40 tickets. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
Good on you, Sparky. What I'll need from you, Sparky, is information. I'll go ahead and message you all the info that I'll need. And then I'll send that on over to Blue. Let me know what you want, and we'll send that over to you. Congrats. That's awesome. It's very rare for my mods to win. I don't play
you have
favorites,
one.
it's obvious. I wish there was an option to give like 3 times the luck to my mods sometimes. I do that. All
No,
right.
Winning is just how you become a mod. Because I won and then got in your DMs, and now I'm a mod.
I'm
Oh,
not
there you
gonna
go.
lie, that sounds kind of rigged, man.
Yeah, it's a little sus.
It's kind of it's a
Bruh.
little out there.
I
I saw
put
Sparky in the middle of the night grab a truck full of tickets and throw them into the river.
Yeah.
Look, I would have put
that's
more
big.
in, but I still want to have enough points to be more than Leroy.
What?
I like that.
I can't spend too many points because then Leroy will pass me.
You didn't do anything, Sparky. You're fine.
How do I check my points? How many
How
does
you
the store
been,
have?
Sparky?
All right. I'll go ahead and I'll just fire a message here on Discord, and I'll get all the stuff that need.
Yeah. I'm gonna head out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your nights. Congratulations on 5 years of being a partner, Alex.
Wait,
Thank you,
Corey.
man.
What's up?
You're an awesome role player.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
I heard
Here's the
Corey-
thing, Alex, is they use it to make fun of you, but it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Nah. Nobody wins in this situation.
Yeah, exactly. Except for them.
I heard Walrus was gonna
We
drink on
win.
stream again.
By showing a friend that we care about some gratitude.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Guy who's apparently a good RPer.
Jesus
Shut up, Leroy.
Christ. I hate you.
He's awesome.
Fuck you. All right, he's
Oh,
going to
bye,
timeout.
Leroy.
What?
How come you don't do the Realm RP server? What's Realm? I don't know what that is. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate all the support. It's been a good 5-year partner anniversary stream. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Fellowship. We're going to play a game that I've never heard of before in my entire life, and hopefully it will be fun. If anybody is, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. We'll just play it tomorrow. Should be fun.
Yay, surprise game.
All right. Well, have a good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you guys again for hanging out. I appreciate your support, and thank you for letting me do this as a job for 5 years. It's been really fun. I appreciate it. Here's to next year. If I'm still doing this. Hopefully I am. Let's see. Let me just send some info over here, and then we'll find somebody to give a raid to. What the? Fucking fly got in here. Get out of here, buddy. Get out. All right. I'll let you know if I need anything else, and I'll send that over tomorrow as soon as I can. Oh, yeah. Gassie's on here pretty late. There are a lot of people who stream very late. All right. I think we'll give a raid on over to Disby. She's playing some NoPixel 3.0. We'll go and give her some love. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. See you tomorrow for the Fellowship. Until then, be good. Stay in school. Drink your milk. Stay hydrated. Look both ways before you cross the street. And we have a cosplay stream